everyone, I am Monica from IELTS Nice. Till the time I am giving introduction of this video, please recognize what kind of bar graph is this, whether it is vertical, horizontal or column or stacked bar graph. Okay, so I am giving you vocabulary also, and this question was part of 12th April 2025 IELTS exam, and definitely I'm going to discuss here how to write 9 band writing task 1 essay. So if you think that 9 band is impossible, your English is not good, at least by following my simple answers you can get 7 plus band scores in writing task 1, because writing task 1 will save your overall writing band scores, because in writing task 1 you can show variety of vocabulary to the examiner. So let's start this. And definitely you must have thought about what kind of this is. You can say vertical also, and of course column bar graph also you can say, but this is not horizontal. Horizontal bar graph would be if this situation is that for bar graph. So now this is vertical and column bar graph is this. Okay, so here let's read the bar graph diagram, then we will follow how to write introduction and of course how to write body paragraph. So there are two different ways you can write body paragraph also. I will just explain it to you everything. Okay, so here I can see transport modes in a European city 1960 to 2000. Here it is given, data is given in percentage of total travelers from 0 to 40 it is, and I can see transport mode truck, car, bike, foot and 3 years. So 3 years color combination is different, and in actual exam you will not get any color combination, only plain shade, then little darker shade you will get. So pink one is 1960, everywhere you can see. The blue one is 1980 and the white one is this 2000. So I can see the highest one here is white one relating to car, and that is in 2000. And I can see these two things, the pink one 1960 car and then this bike, these are at they are touching almost minimal kind of percentages. Okay, so in 1960, just compare 1960 pink one. So we can see trucks, people were using less than 20%, means around 17% people were travelers were using trucks, means including all heavy vehicles, they mean to say. And cars, they were using 5%, and bikes were using more. No, by walkers were also there, means people were like going from here and there by walk on also in 1960s. Okay, 1960 means highest percentage is foot and then bike and then truck and then car. And in 1980 I am analyzing diagram, I am doing my planning. You have to read, you have to analyze the diagram, it's important, then you can easily write the things. 1980 people were using more trucks as compared to car, and then bike and then walking also, they were doing walking also. In 2000 most of the people were using just around 35% of travelers were using car in 2000, and then second number trucks, and then third number is foot and then bike. So two wheelers trend was gone, almost gone in 2000. Not gone, almost gone, not, we can't say almost gone, but less people were using it. So we have understood all the diagram. Now let's write rules also, you should know it, what kind of rules are there for writing task 1. Now let's read the things, what I was telling. Minimum words should be 150, but it doesn't mean that if you are unable to write 150 or more words, if you can write 140 or 145 words, then definitely it will be okay. And 150 means like you can, when you will explain it properly. I am not saying each and every detail, because this is not having too much detail. the thing, four things they have described, four groups are there and 3 years are there. So we can easily write every important minute details. So minimum 150. Then when you start writing every kind of detail, important detail, then 170 or 180 words will come out. So paragraphing is important. So at least in some like in map diagram you can get 3 paragraphs or 4 you can write, but at least 4 paragraph you should make. First will be introduction, second will be overall paragraph, third will be body detail 1 paragraph, fourth will be body detail 2 paragraph. And if you want to write it separately, these groups, or like 3 years are there, then of course 5 paragraphs will come out. First introduction will be there, second overall will be there, then you will talk about first this year, then this year, then this year. 5 paragraphs are there. So I mean to say paragraphing is important. Don't write a bigger paragraph. And of course this is important, do not repeat the vocabulary in your writing task 1. I'm telling you, this will harm your band scores. If you just write every time, if you write different vocabulary for explaining the things, definitely you will get good band scores. Let's write introduction. So introduction, simple introduction I am showing you. The chart, the given chart. Okay, so instead of the chart I am starting, so I am adding some adverb. The given chart illustrates data about the proportion of the numbers. Instead of percentage, we have written proportion of the numbers of travelers who used travelers who use 4 types of transport modes. In bracket I have written cars, truck, bike and foot in a European city in 3 different years: 1960, 1980 and 2000. This is also complete introduction, but one thing I will add it here. If you write just a minute, another introduction I will be showing it to you. This is my another introduction. You can read. Instead of given, I have written the column bar graph. So you can write the given column bar graph also. You can write depicts data about 4 different transport modes used by Europeans at a particular location in Europe during 3 various time spans: 1960, 1980 and 2000. The data was calibrated in percentage of total travelers. Okay, so whatever it was given in question statement, I have just explained it like. So you can note it down to introduction. I am showing it to you. Introduction 1, introduction 2. Okay, you can note it down, you can take screenshot of this. Now coming to overall paragraph. Overall paragraph means whatever you can see it from your drone camera, from your eyes. Don't explain any detail in this overall paragraph. Do not use any figures in this paragraph. So how I have written, so what you can see that automobiles, these are automobile things, they have picked up, their growth is more as compared to foot or nature lovers. So what I have written, overall it can be seen that automobiles displayed great growth. However, environment friendly transport option foot failed to attract European commuters year after year. Okay, what I have noticed, automobiles, truck, car, bikes, they had displayed great growth. However, environmental friendly transport option foot or walking, you can write here, failed to attract European commuters year after year. Okay, so this is the common thing I have just analyzed, means conclusion kind of thing. You can write it in the overall paragraph. Okay, now coming to body paragraphs. Now in body paragraphs, there are 2 options. Either you can pick 3 years. Body 1 will be talking about 1960. Body 2 will be talking about 1980. 2000 year will be talking about in the last paragraph. Or you can pick the category wise. It's better you pick year wise because less years are there. And in every year, you will be talking about all 4 categories and comparison between these things. Okay, so I will be showing you one by one. First we will talk about 1960. So let's discuss. So how I have started in the year 1960. Approximately 7% of people used cars. So I have started with car. Approximately 7%. So it's just above. No, it would be 7. 5 is starting from here, and if you just do this thing, it will be 7%. Approximately 7% of total of people used cars to travel around, and nearly 34% of travelers were happy to use their food. See this in pink one, we are, these are 34% people. Okay, so it is not sure that whether it is 35 or 30. So for every percentage I have used these words. This is also vocabulary. Nearly 34% of travelers were happy to use their foot. See this, okay? Surprisingly, truck and bikes. Now I am talking about truck and bikes. Somewhere I have explained separately the information. Somewhere I have combined the information. Truck and bikes could be noticed for moving in the same area with roughly 18% and almost touching 25% respectively. Okay, so I have combined the information data, that's why respectively I am writing it here. So where are the vocabulary? So vocabulary, this, and instead of used again, so I have used the word happy to use their food. Okay, so variety of vocabulary should be there. So how I have explained, you can explain it in your own style also. So I have combined these two information, trucks and bikes, and I have separately explained about foot and car usage. Okay, now second one, we will talk about 1980. So this paragraph I will be showing you how you can separately write in different way. Now second, besides, now I have not started second paragraph like we have started in the year 1960. Some different way I have started, and I will show you another words for starting. Besides the usage of bikes category or bike category, I think this is wrong, bike category had also seen a downward trend from 20 to 5%. See this, um, like 20%. This is 20% by, no, sorry, bike is here. Okay, bike is here. So usage of bike category had also seen downward trend from 20% 1980 to 5%. So I have compared both the year in one category. So you can also do this, but if you are confused, then I will show you another way. Downward trend from 20%, this is around 20%. Okay, and 1980 to 5%. So bikes are, no, it is, how it is 5%? Bikes, yes, 5% is this. So here all three bars are relating to bike only, but this year is different. Okay, so here we have described both the years. Analyzing now, actual analyzing the detail about 1980, I have started now. You can see this. Analyzing data for 1980, most preferred transport vehicle was trucks. See this, 1980 means blue one. So truck is at the number one. Blue, truck is at the number one in 1980. 25%. Then cars just about 20%. Here people rode roughly 18% of bikes. Okay, 18% of bikes, or only bikes also you can write. Okay, so in one sentence, how I have combined all the information in one or two sentences about 1980. Now coming to one paragraph, I want to show it to you for better band scores. So look at this, analyzing the data for 1980. So in 1960, when we started, we have written in the year 1960. So if you want to write it properly, every year, like 3 years were there. So we have started with in the year 1960, and second paragraph I have started with analyzing the data for 1980. There were, now option I have shared with you, there were more travelers who used trucks around 25%. Okay, or means you can use another sentence structure also. From here to here you can just change. There were around 1/4 European travelers who used trucks. Then 3% less people who preferred cars as compared with trucks. Okay, in one comparison is also important. Similarly, bike riders were roughly 17% of total travelers. Lastly, walkers shared approximately 16% of total travelers out of other transport mode. In simple language, I have just explained this 1980. And this way also you can write. And from here to here. This is 1980. Now coming to final year. So final year means 2000. Finally, there was an opposite scene where people used personal or taxi. Means in 2000 means white one. People, though the highest percentage of total of travelers, they used cars. See this, you can see this. There was an opposite scene where people used mostly personal or taxi cars in the same city with 35% in the year 2000, while truck used by 17% travelers and by foot walking also experienced fluctuations. Now I have skipped bikes. So in this way you can write your full essay, full writing task 1, and I will be showing you full essay now. This is question, and here introduction, overall paragraph, body detail 1, body detail 2, and then finally this is last paragraph about 2000 year. You can write it, you can practice yourself.